Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for your quick 12-minute morning wake-up call. So this quick little flow is designed to muster up some much needed strength and energy for you to bring into the rest of your day. You won't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. So let's begin in our child's pose this morning by bringing the toes together, taking the knees wide, walking the arms long, and then resting the forehead down. And we'll just take a few deep breaths here. Chances are we might not be too long awake. Our body might be feeling a little bit stiff or tired. So just begin to breathe nice and deeply here, just waking everything up, waking up the breath. Waking up the body, the muscles within the body. Breathing deeply, bringing a little bit of energy in. And then after your next full exhale, beginning to come up into your tabletop by bringing the hands under the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And just taking a few rounds of our cat-cow here. So as we inhale, looking forward, opening the chest, tailbone up. As we exhale, chin to chest, we round through the upper back. Nice inhale to roll forwards. And exhale to roll everything up and under. Just take a few little rolls through your cat-cow, just like this. Again, we might not be too long awake, so just giving the body time to open up. Breathing deeply here, deep inhales, filling up through the lungs, releasing exhales. Nice, take one more round here, inhale and exhale, and then meet me back in our tabletop. We're going to keep the hands where they are, and we're going to start to send the bum back towards the heels and then bring the weight forward over the wrists. So we're essentially just making some big circles with our body, just starting to waken up the joints here, the knees and the wrists, bringing a little bit of movement through the hips. Make this movement as big as it feels good. So as the body begins to slowly waken up, we might start to make this a little bit bigger. Let's switch directions, take a few the other way. And then after your next full one, just come back up into your tabletop and let's lower ourselves down onto our bellies. So bring the elbows to the floor, bring the fingertips pointing forward, and then start to walk the knees back. Lower your belly down towards the floor, and we're going to meet in our Sphinx pose here. So the legs are out long behind, we've got the wrists under the shoulders. The backs of the arms are on the floor, and we are breathing here. Depending on how energetic you are feeling, we might choose to just hang out here feeling this stretch, or we might make this a little bit more active by pressing the palms of the hands into the floor, lifting up through the shoulders, lifting up through the chest. Think about rolling the shoulders back a little bit more so we broaden through the chest. And then start to press the tops of the feet into the floor, the pelvic bone into the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. Everything is switched on, everything is active. And then maybe we start to send the gaze out over the right shoulder back towards the toes, and then out over the left shoulder back towards the toes. Nice, just flow from side to side here. Feeling a little bit of a stretch in through the upper back and the shoulder blades. And if this feels too, a little bit too intense in the morning, that's okay. Just stick with the gaze looking forwards. Let's just take one more each side, even ourselves out. And then come back into our Sphinx. Take one more big inhale, and then as we exhale, lower the chest all the way to the floor and catch a little bit of a breather here. Nice. So from here, we're going to widen the hands. So the hands are going to come out to about shoulder height, and they're going to come maybe outside of the mat. We're going to come on to fingertips here. Let the elbows point out here. So as if we were trying to point the elbows out towards the opposite sides of the room. We're going to take a nice big inhale, and we're going to wave the spine up. And then as we exhale, we're going to let the spine fall all the way back to the floor. So every inhale, we reach up. Every exhale, we lower down. Nice. And we're pressing into the fingertips here as we come up. Letting ourselves come up just as high as feels good. If we want to make this move a little bit bigger, we can bring the hands a little bit closer back towards the rib cage. If we want to keep it a little bit smaller, we bring the hands a little bit closer towards the top of the mat. But we're just inhaling to come up and exhaling to come down. So we're finding this wave-like motion through the spine. Let's take one more inhale and exhale. And then when we come down, just bring the hands onto the floor. Maybe rest the side of the face onto the hands and just take a few deep breaths here. Just checking in with how you might be feeling. Checking in with the physical body, the emotional body, your energy levels today. Take one or two more full breaths here. And then whenever we are ready to release, we're going to bring palms of the hands in underneath the shoulders so they're quite close to the rib cage. We're going to hug the elbows in. We're going to tuck the toes under, and then we're going to inhale. We're going to start to press into the hands. We're going to lift ourselves up into your variation of your plank. So you could be in a full plank here with the knees lifted, or you can be in a half plank with the knees on the floor. But let's just hold here. Maybe find a little rock forwards and backwards. We're just holding for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and then lift the hips high. Press yourself into your downward facing dog, knees bent or straight, it doesn't matter. We're going to find a little bit of movement here, just bending each knee at a time, just walking the dog out. And then coming back into stillness. In your downward facing dog, pressing into the hands. Reaching the heels back towards the mat. Take one deep inhale and a full exhale. And then take a nice deep bend through the knees. Take the gaze up towards the hands, and then walk or step or hop all the way up in between the hands. Plant the feet, and then inhale to reach the hands up towards the sky. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Nice. From here, let's just find one little warrior one before we go about the rest of our day. So we keep the hands in namaste in front of the chest. We're going to keep the right foot forward. We're going to step the left foot back. We want to have the front toes facing forwards. The back toes are on a little bit of an angle here, and the hips are facing completely forward. So the hips are squared off to the top of your mat. Let's take a nice deep bend through the front knee. When I say a deep bend, it can be a deep bend or a little bend, it doesn't matter. I'm going to inhale to reach both hands up towards the sky. We're going to hold this warrior one for a few deep breaths. So keep the soles of the feet planted into the floor. Keep that bend through the right knee. Keep squaring off the hips. The chest is open. The arms are strong. Feeling the strength here. Taking this strength into the rest of the day with us. Let's take one more big inhale. Take a full exhale. And then bring the palms of the hands together, bring the hands down towards your heart, straighten out through the front leg, and then turn the toes. So we're pivoting the back toes so that we're in a little bit of a lunge position here with the back foot, and then step the left foot up to meet the right. We'll take the same thing on the other side. So the left foot stays forward, the right foot is going to come back. The front toes are pointing forward, back toes are on that little bit of an angle. We keep our hips facing directly forwards. Take a bend through the front knee. And then maybe we inhale to reach the hands up towards the sky. Warrior one. Let's hold here, breathing deeply. Soles of the feet planted into the floor. We might start to sit a little bit lower in through that front knee. Keep the chest open, keep the fingertips reaching up. Arms are alongside the ears. The body is strong and open. Warrior one. Let's take one more big inhale. Full exhale. And then palms of the hands come together, bring them back towards your heart space, straighten out through the front knee, pivot on the back toes, and then step all the way up to meet the feet together. Keep the hands in prayer position and close the eyes here. Just take a few deep breaths. Notice if you can feel soles of both feet pressing into the mat. See if you can find your center here. Begin to visualize what kind of day you hope to have. Bringing with you all of the energy, all of the strength that we have just cultivated within this little practice. Taking it with you into the rest of your day. Take one more big inhale in through the nose. Full releasing exhale out through the mouth. And then we can open up the eyes, drop the hands, and thank you ever so much for practicing with me today. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.